Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Brit dad may never walk again, after horror crash in Dubai sent him flying through air as son fears he won't be same. A British Army veteran is at risk of never walking again after a horror e-scooter crash in Dubai. Mark Houghton, 58, suffered a serious spinal injury on his way to get his hair cut, paralyzing him below the neck. His devastated family in Southampton are now fundraising for Mark, who was awarded an MBE in the late Queen's Birthday Honours List in 2005, to get back to the UK for the care he urgently needs. It will cost around £25,000 to fly Mark, who is working in the UAE city, to his home country. His son Lawrence, 35, is hopeful his dad can make a partial or even full recovery in time. Lawrence told The Sun, "There was an obstruction in the middle of a footpath, but he didn't see it and plowed straight into it. The pure force of hitting it broke his neck and sent him flying quite some distance. Because he'd broken his neck, he couldn't move." Mark, who has been living in Dubai with his wife and is a trustee for UK charity Caring Kits for Kids, was rushed to hospital for life-saving treatment. "I've got to say, he shouldn't be here by right," Lawrence said. But the hospital in Dubai did a marvelous job. Lawrence said a month after his accident on February 22, Mark is beginning to get some feeling back in his legs and can breathe on his own, but is unable to use his arms. He added, his arms are probably going to be the last thing to come back. He's got no mobility, so he can't actually use anything properly. It's almost like the signals have been scrambled, so his body has to relearn how to walk, breathe, and do all the normal stuff we take for granted. But the main thing is he can. He'll never be back to his normal self, 100%, but they're confident he'll make a good recovery. You never really know what the true damage is until the swelling has gone down. But his family now want to bring Mark back to the UK for his recovery, especially as he had planned to move back. Lawrence added, "The level of care in the UAE is phenomenal. But we want to get him back to the UK now to continue his recovery. Dad has dedicated his life to serving others through a distinguished military career and a deep commitment to charitable causes, and we are now hoping to find support for him in his time of need." So far, well-wishers have donated more than £8,000 towards the £25,000 target. E-scooters have become a staple mode of transport for Brits traveling abroad. But they don't come without a string of dangers, with dozens of tourists being injured or killed in crashes involving the e-scooters. In 2019, a Brit tourist was put in intensive care after a freak accident while she was on holiday in the US. The teen, who was 18 at the time, suffered a brain injury after the hired e-scooter she was riding on hit a pothole. In 2021, a 21-year-old student was left with a deformed leg after her bone shattered during a horror e-scooter crash while in Rome. The woman severed an artery when the e-moped she was on collided with a smart car in Rome. She underwent 3 operations before being flown home, and since returning to the UK had to undergo a further 5. At the time, Jane Murphy, from Irwin Mitchell, said e-mopeds were one of a series of electric vehicles becoming popular across European holiday destinations. She said, "Those using e-mopeds and e-scooters, whether at home or whilst on holiday, need to exercise caution as these vehicles are unfamiliar to other road users."